Yay, work is over. Oh man, I've been having one of those not so great days. Rough start this morning. Had to deal with some bullshit, some stupid shit, some annoying shit. Uh, my brother was in a shit mood earlier, like he often is, so that was kind of annoying. Can't really blame him though. At the same time, annoying stuff was happening. So it was just one of those shitty mornings. But things are better now. We're out of work. Yay! I brought home my red electric guitar. I'm gonna fuck with that at some point soon. Same thing with the blue one. I got a new nut for it. A new nut. This is a Tusk nut. Tusk nut. 9.5 radius. Designed for American Standard and Pro nut shapes, so it should fit right in. The only problem is they used a finish to gloss over the nut and graft it to the guitar neck, so getting that motherfucker out of there might be kind of a trick, you know? I'm gonna have to maybe get a razor blade and start kind of etching the sides out and carving it out and slowly trying to get it out of there. They said sometimes they can be really fucking bad and you need to like get a hammer and chip out all the crusty shit and scrape it out, and it can be like a real mess. They said that can happen in some rare cases, most likely not, especially on newer guitars. Like it's an older guitar problem, usually, but it all depends. So, yeah, that might be tricky to get through. Hopefully I do that right and don't fuck up the guitar, because I really like that guitar neck. It's bad, but it's also good. You know what I mean? There's something about it. Something about it. Like, I got all these fancy fucking woods to play on, and something about old shitty over there. I just keep coming back to it. I like that one for some reason. Even though I'm playing with different types of guitars nowadays, and I'm starting to switch up my tastes and what I'm into, what I'm not into, that kind of thing. But anyway, so yeah, guys, I am just trying to relax now. Yay, it's the weekend. It's the weekend. Do stuff that's fun. Don't do stuff that's work related. Fuck work. Oh, so much work. Work. Oh my god. Stupid shit at work. I'm just glad I made decent money recently. That's all I care about. That'll hold me over for a few months. Yay, I killed myself for that job. And then recently I fucked up my hand. I don't know what I did. My left hand hurts. And I think it's getting worse. It's hurting more and more each day. When's this fucker gonna start to like heal or whatever? What am I doing that's making it worse? Smile. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing too much guitar, playing too many video games, doing too many things at work, doing too many things with everything I do, I use my hands. That's what it is. I'm an asshole with who's stuck in capitalism, so that either means you use your brain to be deceptive and lazy, or you try your best to work hard and get by, you know, in sort of a righteous manner, at least, but that means you wear your body out, unfortunately. And I'm one of those motherfuckers. When I become like 50-ish years old, oh man, I'm probably gonna have some bone issues for sure. I'm already having them. My foot's fucked up, my hand's fucked up. My wrist makes popping noises. So does my back, so do my toes. You hear that right there? That was my toes, man. That was my toes too. Gross, right? That's what happens if I just clench. If I try to make a fist with my toes, that's what the noise it makes. Isn't that fucked up? Yeah. My neck pops. Everything pops. How is it connected and functioning? It's kind of not. You know? So, yeah, I'm all fucked up. I'm going to have a lot of problems in about 10 years. Maybe even be dead. Who knows? So cherish life. Have fun. Life's not worth living unless you can have fun. Don't be like that weirdo billionaire guy who's looking for the secret of life or whatever, and he's like covering his body in goo, and he's eating pills all day instead of pizza and donuts. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't live, man. He's doing all this weird shit that he thinks is gonna make him live to like 200 or longer. He got his son as like some kind of blood bag vessel that he can leech organs and stuff off of. Like, it's weird, dude. It's weird. And he got divorced because, you know, he's probably a fucking weirdo. But apparently he divorced a woman who was sick with like cancer or something like that. And that's kind of a fucked up thing, you know? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. He seems like a complicated but also shitty person. So, don't be like that, is all I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, man, that Halo show, damn. It was worse than the first season, I'd argue. At least the very first part of the first episode of the show was promising. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but credit where it's due, 343. I really don't like complimenting you scumbags. I really don't. But I'll give you a small W where you get them. Man, how do I... Okay, I'm going to compliment 343, all right? I'm going to say good things about it. All the good things that they have done. I'm a fair guy, all right? I know I'm known as the fuck 343 guy, and that's true. But I'm also a fair dude. So I'll list the things I appreciated that 343 has done for the Halo franchise. I'll list them right now. They did maintain the servers of Halo Reach after Bungie left. Thank you for that. I was able to own many a noobs in a great game. Granted, you fuckers updated the game in a lot of lame-ass ways, but at least I was able to play Invasion how I pretty much wanted. And I appreciate that you didn't fuck that up and you let it keep going, and I became the king of that playlist, and that's... Thank you for allowing that to continue. Like, you look at a lot of live service games these days, and it's like, oh, this game has an internet community that I can play with, alright. And it's shut down, it's gone. It's like, that's the end of that. Like, nowadays it happens all the time. If you thought it was bad back in the day, no. That ain't shit compared to what it is today. Today's really fucked up. But anyway, let me see. Okay. The Halo 343, when they showed up, yeah, okay, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. I really didn't like a lot of what they did with the new graphics and stuff, honestly. I kind of like playing it the way it looked originally, to be fair. So I didn't care about that game too much. You could play it online, though, with someone over Xbox Live, so that was cool. You can just go through the campaign with a friend, you know. Yeah, that was a cool thing I was able to do. Yeah, I dug that. That was fine. What else? What am I... It's hard to complicate 343. It did kind of suck, though, that it was a $40 game, and it was basically $20 for a simple remake of the original Halo, and some maps. It was like 5 or 7 maps, I don't know, 6 maps, something like that for Halo Reach, and they weren't that great. They were just sort of remakes of old maps and reimaginings of other kind of maps. It wasn't that great. Not really worth it, honestly. And I play objective invasion for the most part, like 90% of the time in Halo Reach online. So I didn't give a fuck about hardly any of the DLC that they gave us, honestly. That snow map, that's another invasion map. That's in the first DLC map pack for Halo Reach. And I really didn't care for that map too much. I like the other ones more, to be honest with you. Boneyard is last resort on crack. You know, it's Zanzibar on crack. I love it. Spire, it's a spire, man. It's a fucking tower. You go up with these grav lifts. You jump down into these trampoline things. It's nuts. It's fucking nuts. That's cool. Paradiso, this fucking island with a mountain in the middle. Damn, that's some commando ass shit. May the better team win. Whoever controls the fucking top owns the bitches at the bottom, you know? Aggression and commando strategy is everything. It's great. And then there's, of course, the original Hemorrhage, Blood Gulch, right? It's classic. Snipers dominate, vehicles dominate, you know, old school, Halo. Yeah, those were the maps that you played. And then here comes Breakpoint, or whatever it was called, the snow map, and yeah, it kind of sucked because it had the whole arm the bomb thing that they added in. And if you have a dumbass fucknut on your team who's fucking up, he'll grab the bomb and fucking do it dumb and fuck everything up for your whole team. It's better if it's just territories, dude, and a flag, you know? Because if you grab a flag, it's obvious. You have to pull it out. Even if you're playing with a total noob, he's probably gonna, you know, have that much common sense to know, oh, this is what I grab, and capture the flag is pretty. Arm the bomb isn't as straightforward. A lot of people fuck that up, and they grab the bomb, or they sometimes like drop it and set it down and let the enemy team know where they are with it. That's annoying. Like that arm the bomb, that was a bad idea. You shouldn't have done that. There were a lot of stupid fuck ups that ruined games. That that you shouldn't have done that. Think about it, man. Think about it. So that's a big reason I hate it. And then in Slayer, a big reason I hate it in Slayer is, goddamn, elites dominate this fucking map. They get a Banshee, they cover 90% of the fucking area. Spartans got it bad, you know? They can't do shit. They can hold out, maybe. Like, it sucks. You gotta just kind of sit in a room if you're a Spartan. But if you're an elite, you control the whole map. It's so bad. Such a bad game design for that map. That map sucks. It's terrible DLC. And then the beginning is just chaotic as fuck. Because you spawn literally like right where you can attack enemy elites that are capturing territories. So that is very annoying, you see? You know, like, you don't get a breath of air. You don't have an opportunity to, like, oh, we just killed like 3 of them. Now's the time to move in and get the... No, they just spawn up too quick, you know? So it's just sort of... You capture the territory based on luck rather than skill a little more than not. And that's stupid. It was better in Boneyard, and it was better in Spire, where if you did kill them, they kind of fucked up, and they're going to take a little while to respawn and get back to where they need to in order to deal with you. Like, that was a lot better. A lot fucking better. Like, the aggressors, their job is harder. The people on defense, they're waiting with power weapons around corners, waiting to jump you as you get in. Like, it's harder to be the aggressor. Make it easier on the aggressor, you know? If you make it too easy to defend, then nobody can ever fucking score a shot. It's boring. It's boring. Block, 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 block. It's a tennis, it's a soccer match that ends with 0-0. You really want to fucking play like 10 of those in a row? Like, that's kind of what happened. So, that map sucks. It's a bad map, unfortunately. It's a cool idea. It's got a cool name. Breakpoint. It's on the snow. Yeah, there's mountains. There's all this snow shit. This weird base. Where are we on this weird moon, icy Star Wars Hoth-looking planet? Crazy. Cool. Yeah, but it's not a good map. It's not a good map. But there are some good things about it. You can hold out in like 1 or 2 rooms, which is pretty badass, and I've done some fun shit in there. And if the game gets a little neck and neck, which is rare because of the reasons I just gave, but if it does get to that point, someone dragging the core down that fucking ice bridge to get to the edge, to the dropship to escape with the core, the fight that ensues often in that section, that was always pretty epic, because there's a rocket launcher warthog in the mix, a Banshee flying around, you know. I think there's a Hornet, not a Hornet, a Falcon that can be used, and I think a tank can be brought out, and the enemies have a Wraith also, and a Ghost that they can use, or maybe it's 2 Ghosts, I can't remember. But yeah, it could get pretty gnarly, and that was fun, I'll admit. But yeah, for the most part, that map, 2, 3 out of 10, that's what I would give it. Unlike Boneyard, which I want to give it a perfect rating. It's not perfect, but it's like 8 or 9 out of 10 map. I can enjoy that map on a lot of levels. Damn it, I need a drink. But anyway, why am I talking about this game? I forgot the reason I even went off. I'm spaced, man. I'm tired. I totally forgot why I was even mentioning Halo in the first place. I'm a jackass. Sorry, guys. So maybe I'll remember later. But oh, I gotta stretch. The Halo show, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I wanted it to be good. Cause oh yeah, that's right. I was explaining why 343 has done a decent job, as opposed to the most part of their work, which is terrible. I'm fair. 343 has done some decent things that I like. So yeah. Anyway, the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. I thought it was okay. I thought it was a little flawed. It could have been a little better. I thought what they did with Reach could have been a little bit better. But whatever, whatever. It was fine enough. Not the worst thing ever. Then this is when 343 really started to fucking suck. They put out Halo 4. Well, they were gearing up to it. We saw trailers. We saw a trailer where Chief is uh, you see like neurons going off in his brain, and he's waking up from a cryo in the space. This is the end of Halo 3. He's been drifting in space for years. Like, no one's found him this whole time. Jeez, we suck. He really got lost. Whatever. So he finally wakes up, and they're about to land on some kind of moon rock, some kind of new space station planet thing. It looks like a big metal ball planet, like it's an artificial planet created by aliens or something. And it is. It's this whole thing. And so yeah, looks kind of interesting. And in the trailer, Chief has a rocket pistol. That's cool. And I'll admit, Halo 4, the little grenade launcher pistol, that's kind of a fun weapon. I'm not gonna lie. Not as cool as the grenade launcher in Halo Reach. Sorry. That thing is just legendary. That is a legendary weapon. At least 10 times I've killed people with the grenade launcher in Halo Reach, where I just fucking fired it at long ass range. Like we're gonna have to wait maybe 8 seconds for the thing to land and kill somebody. And I nail it. Oh my god, that's the coolest move ever. But anyway, which is funny that I say that, because in the Halo show, there's this one Spartan dude who does it. No one's wearing their power armor, though, which is fucking ridiculous and weird, but alright, strange choice of how they... I haven't watched the whole show, so maybe there's a good explanation why they weren't wearing their fucking power armor in the new Halo show. I'm sorry, but... Like, hear me out, okay? I'm trying to be charitable about the show, alright? Trying to be fair here. Trying to be nice. I am fine with a TV show taking a video game and doing the story differently. They don't have to make it just like the fucking game. That's stupid. You don't want to be fucking exactly the same. That's boring. Why the fuck are we doing it in the first place? It's got to be a little different. Keep you on your toes. So you can watch the thing and be like, oh, okay, that's like the game. Oh, but this other part is new. It's not like the game. You know? And then you keep bouncing back and forth, and you see how they influence each other. And that's great. That's what you want to do. But here's the thing. If you're going to do some changes and not make it too similar from what it is in the games, these changes have to not suck. They have to not suck. And this frat party shit, these storylines that don't go anywhere, these side characters that are meaningless, this no direction ass having show, you know, this disrespect to villain characters like Atriox. And I thought Atriox sucked in the games. He's worse in the show. Wow. What a nothing fucking villain he is in the goddamn show. Jesus. Like, this is stupid, dude. Like, this is dumb. And the actors are pretty good. I got nothing against them. I think they're badass. Way better than I ever would be. But these writers are definitely worse than somebody like me. I have better ideas for a Halo script. You need to give us fucking Combat Evolved, dude. That's how the franchise started. The name of the fucking franchise is Combat Evolved, man. That's what it is. We need to see some serious kick-ass action, dude. Lots of it. Way fucking more than you're giving us. There you go. Find a way to do it, you know? Maybe do an animated one. I mean, you can get away with so much more. Like, look at the show Invincible. That show's pretty badass. But guess what? They want to do like a live action one, and it's like, that would be really expensive. All these planets, all this crazy technology, all this, like, dude, if you really want to go there and do it right, it's going to be expensive as fuck and kind of risky because you got to make a lot of money back to pull that one off. So, you know, maybe if you do it animated, you know, that's the way to go. You got a lot more to work with that way. Like, look at the, what do you call it? The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. It's pretty good, actually. Check it out. It's a fun movie. I really liked it. Jackie Chan is the fucking rat dude, and he's great. It's, yeah, you know. I had fun. I liked the Ninja Turtles movie. And it's animated, and they had all these fucking crazy characters, man. It was nuts. I really enjoyed that. I hope it gets a sequel. You know, that's what you can do with animation type stuff. You don't need to, you know, hire a bunch of choreographing and artists on set and big set pieces and traveling the world to do shoots and keeping up with the schedules of all these really busy people and trying your hardest to pull it off and get everything to work. Oh my God, right? It's expensive. Is it really worth it, you know? Especially if it's such a fantastical franchise that there's no way you could make it look and be as crazy as the books or video games or whatever can offer us. Like, look at the new Dune. That's not as crazy as it should have been. We should have gotten, you know, what's his name? The villain Baron Harkonnen. He should have been like, I'm going to rape that Paul Atreides. I want to have sex with his dead body, you know? Like crazy shit like that. He should have been more vile. That's how he is. It's supposed to, you know, like, what about the fucking creepy girl? We didn't get the creepy little girl who's like, all of you will be dead, you know? We didn't get that shit. You know, shit's a lot of, it's gotten more softcore and less offensive these days. And then there's people that are like, we're pussies now, and it's like, no, not really. There's still motherfuckers that are delivering. Look at like Quentin Tarantino movies. Those are the same kind of shit that he's always put out. You're like, no. It's just, you know, there are trends. You can still get this kind of cool shit. It's just, you know, there's trends. So sometimes you get it less than you'd like, and it kind of sucks, but, you know, the world's complicated. Things are crazy, whatever. No need to get all pissy about it. I know I sometimes do a little bit, but not that much. Try your best not to let small shit bother you. I know it's annoying when a game you like is out and you play it and then it's like getting a sequel and you're so hyped and then the sequel comes out and it sucks and you're like, fuck. I was really hoping that would be good. Man. You know, like you're watching Game of Thrones and you're like, this is such a great show. And then around season 5 and 6, you're like, yeah, it's still good. Killing characters off screen and shit, that's kind of lame, but alright. And then finally you get season 7 and 8 and you're like, what the fuck was that? But anyway, oh yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 came out. What the fuck? This is not good, fellers. Dragon's Dogma 1 is apparently a decent game. I haven't even played it yet. I have it. I haven't even fucking played it. Can you believe it? Or maybe I have a little bit, but I can't even remember. It might have been like 6 years ago or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. But I heard it's a good game. I should probably play it sometime. But guess what? The new one came out. Microtransactions and performance issues. Fuck. What is that shit? It's a single player game too, apparently. So it's like, what the fuck? What is this wallet destroying bullshit in our games? This greedy corporate crap. Like online games that are like free up front or pretty low cost and then they charge like a fee, that's always annoying, but at least it kind of makes sense because they're trying to maintain servers and stuff. But I just don't even bother anymore because online games aren't as badass as like Halo 3 or Halo Reach were back in the day. Like, you had to have been there for the golden age. I'm sorry, that was where it's at. All you guys doing online gaming today, I'm sorry, I laugh at you. Your experience is not as good as what I had. You had to have been there back in the day. There's this YouTuber named Noah Samson. He played Halo 3 back in the day. My buddy Jimmy Stengel, you played Halo 3 back in the day, right when it came out. You know what I'm talking about. 2007. It was the best online competitive shooting game experience of all fucking time, dude. You had to have been there for it. Eventually, like, players started cheating more and, like, more weird shit was going down. But if you were there when it came out in 07, you were there for a ride, man. And I was. I got my 50. Like, shit. My first 50. Yeah. 07. That was great. So, I don't know, man. It's just, online gaming will never be as good now. We got all these microtransactions, unfinished launches, all these cheaters and weirdos using all this weird gaming tech. It's all ruined. Nothing's fair, you know. Everything's all just kind of all over the place. So, like I said, you kind of had to have been there when it was good. You know what I mean? So I really don't give a shit about online gaming anymore. If I want to play games with somebody, I play with my bro. I play with Justin, you know. Play with a few other people in like some few co-op online experiences and stuff here and there. But I really don't like play Call of Duty all the time or whatever Halo's doing now. Nah, it's expensive. All the new games, microtransactions, platform. Blah, 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 blah. It's too much, man. And I'm a busy motherfucker. I work 6 days a week. I need a vacation. Yeah, guys, I brought home Jimmy, my guitar. Jimmy and Bimmy are together now. The blue and red Strat. The Double Dragon Strat. Hell yeah, dude. I love those two. Those are great guitars. I'm gonna change the pick guards and the tuning and clean them up soon, but I don't know when I'll do that. That's a job that's gonna take a sec. But I will do that soon enough because I want to. That's gonna be cool, man. That's gonna be fucking cool. I love those two guitars. What I love about them is red and blue. They bounce right off each other, and they're basically the same guitar, but they have some slight subtle differences. Excuse me. I'm drinking this gross soda drink, Polar Seltzer. It's supposed to be healthy. Ugh, gross. It's not the best, I'm not gonna lie. I try to drink these because they're healthier, but some of them taste like shit. What was I saying? The red Stratocaster is like a bluesy kind of 50s vibe, and the blue one is more of a 60s funk punk kind of surf rock vibe, you know. So clean tones on the red one, you know, and yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter. They're both good. It's Texas Specials and 69 Custom Shops. So there you go, motherfuckers. You can drive them both pretty fucking hot. They're great strats. Play them both all the time. But I still have strats I like more that I play even more. Ooh, I have a strat right here. This one is got a Brazilian rosewood neck on it. It's really nice. And I'm about to upgrade it one last time and make it even more nice because I'm crazy and I'm always modding guitars. Speaking of Double Dragon. Sorry guys, you gotta forgive me. My left hand's fucked up. I can't play as good. Yep, sucks. I can't even play video games as good. Playing video games hurts. The left hand's fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up a little bit. But yeah, not bad. In honor of the kick-ass new Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's a good game. Yeah, not bad. A little expensive. You gotta have a fucking PS5, unfortunately. But it's mostly a pretty wild, fun, fucking wild ride experience. But guess what? I'm not really a fan of that kind of gameplay. I think the quick timey event stuff and the turn-based RPG, action RPG elements aren't. They're not really for me. I played the first one. It's all right, but it wasn't really my thing. I always loved the game because of its storyline of anti-capitalist rhetoric. I always liked the characters; they're cool and interesting. I liked the music. I liked the visuals. I like how it changed gaming in a big way. Yeah, I love all that. But playing the game, I don't know. I kind of suck at them. I get lost sometimes. The gameplay, I'm not the biggest fan of. You know, look at the kind of games I play, like shooting games and not newer ones. They're all filled with microtransactions now, but you know what I mean. And like games like this, action kind of games, like fighting games, you got to use your hand skill a good bit. Those kind of games, you know. So I kind of skip through those kind of games, those kind of RPGs if I can, but I do still admire them. And yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's not exactly my kind of game, but I do admire it. Love the music, characters, story, you know, everything about it except the gameplay, basically. Although some of the mini games are kind of fun, and I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, but yeah, for the most part, I think it's a good deal. If you could get a hold of this game and play it, do it, man. It's kind of a homage to gaming in general. It's just filled with so much video game goofiness, you know? It's just fun. It's so fun. It's fun and wild. I watch people do Let's Plays. That's a wild fucking game, man. It's a crazy fucking game. I was really moved by Barrett's storyline, how they did that with Dyne and all that shit. Like, that's depressing as fuck. Like, that was great. I really enjoyed that. But bad news. Apparently, the sales aren't the best for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yeah. But of course, PS5 sales haven't been the greatest either, so. But yeah, it's not doing as good as. Apparently, the last one sold like 7 million, 8 million copies. Looks like this motherfucker's petering out at like 3 million or something. That'd be funny if they just don't even deliver a third one. Especially with that terrible ending, I'm not gonna lie. The ending is pretty shit. They do this multiverse crap where Cloud can talk to Aerith and he thinks she's still alive or something and it's not quite explained. And it's like, that's such a shit ending. Fuck off. I thought it would have been better if, like, Barrett gets back on the plane and everyone's about to take off, but Cloud is still out there and he's talking to Aerith, and then Barrett is just like, "Hey Sid, you know, man, that guy's been like talking to himself. I think he's lost it. Maybe we should take off without him." And then they just leave him there. That would have been like, just do an ending like that. Hey, this is multiverse shit, right? Whatever. Fuck it. Nothing makes sense or matters, right? Yeah, this guitar is kick-ass. This is my Sunburst Dark Strat. I call it the Dark Strat because I put a lot of dark shit on it. Black hardware, screws, black jack imp plate, black tuning pegs. Yep. I'm gonna put some weird Keystone headstock plates onto them. I showed them to my bro. I didn't think they existed. I didn't think they were real. It took forever to find, but I found them. And I'm gonna put them on the Strat. It's gonna be sick. But I showed them to my bro, and he's like, "Are those made out of like cheap plastic material? Is that gonna crack?" I was like, "I don't think so. They're from the Goto company, and they tend not to sell you trash that'll break in like 10 years or less, you know, like, no, I think it'll be fine." I felt them. They seem pretty reliable. I know they are kind of a plastic material, but I think it's like a Graphtec kind of thing, too, that they do it with, so excuse me. So I don't know, man. Sorry, I'm burping all over the place, talking a lot and drinking soda. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, that song's fun, man. I dig that one. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. I would argue. I'm just gonna say it. Maybe someone can argue with me. It's probably the best video game soundtrack ever created. I think. Now, for the record, I don't think that necessarily means my favorite. I just think you can easily argue that, like, yeah, it's overall like the go-to best video game soundtrack, you know, for most people. I think you can get away with saying that, maybe. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get. But my personal favorite video game soundtrack is probably Battletoads and Double Dragon. I think I know, like, all the jams on that fucking game. How do they go? I haven't played that shit in a while. How does it go? Ah, shit. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember exactly. I haven't played it in a while. How's that other one? I shouldn't play this guitar for this kind of crap. This guitar is good, but it's not exactly my style. Yeah, this guitar I'm playing, it's a, what do you call it, Sunburst 59 round back, you know, old school style, but it has a Brazilian rosewood fretboard, so it's extra special. So it's basically a Stratocaster for somebody who likes an early 50s style feel to the neck, but it's Brazilian rosewood, so it's really fancy. So if you like that feel, but you wanted a really fancy fretboard, here it is. This guitar right here. It's pretty amazing. But it's not my favorite. So, most of my Strats are not my favorite. I'll play them, sure, but they're not my favorite. Where's my favorite? I really do like my Cursed Strat, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of heavy. That's the only thing I kind of fucking hate about it. But, you know, it's great. What can I say? Something about this neck is magic. Love this guitar. Some guitars are just too special and weird. I need to clean this guitar. I left it on my bed for like a week or so, and it got all this dust and shit on it. Man, it feels good though. This is a great guitar. Oh my god. I really put together something special here. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a Brazilian rosewood fretboard. With a piece of roasted alder that's been treated with like sort of a tobacco burst relicking job. And all the like wood grains have been really defined, so they show up real nice and pretty. And yeah, it just looks like a fucking interesting, cool, dark wooded Strat body, you know. Very brown, very dark brown theme instrument, and it plays so great. Oh god, it's good. This is like my favorite guitar. I wonder how heavy it is actually. I know it's one of the heavier Strats I have, unfortunately. That's what kind of sucks about it. But what do you want? It's a Coco Bolo neck with Brazilian rosewood fretboard, locking tuners, and a big chunky thick piece of roasted alder for the body, which is nuts. So yeah, man, I love it. What a sick guitar. And it's a 1999 American Standard authentic original pickups. 1998 is my favorite year for video games. And apparently 1998 or 1999, one of my favorite guitarists, John Frusciante, he rejoined the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He was offered a guitar to play live, and it was a guitar that Anthony Kiedis got for him. The what do you call it? It was like a custom shop model with some kind of like Seymour Duncan pickups inside of it or something special, some custom shop shit. And he was touring with that and playing with that for a while, but then it got like fucked up for whatever reason, and they needed to change the pickups out. And they had some American standards, and they just took them at the time, and like they had some extra time or whatever, and the guitar tech was like, try these, do you like the way that sounds, John? And he's like, nah, you got something else? And they tried this other one, and he's like, what about this? And, yeah, that's good. And that's what he ended up using for years after that. So yeah, that is the mystery. That solves the mystery. John Frusciante's pickups aren't anything fancy or whatever. It's just some run-of-the-mill late 90s fucking style American Standard pickup. He wasn't a very picky guy. Yeah. So he found what he liked pretty quick. So yeah, he put those in this guitar, and he played that same guitar for so long that it just kind of became super used to it, and that's all he wants to play. And yeah, I get that way with my guitars, and this one right here that I'm playing is kind of like that. Why do you think I stopped playing the other one just now? Yeah, Kirby music is catchy, you gotta admit. Yeah, I love this guitar. Although my amp setting sounds like shit, I need to get a better setup over here. Although, I don't know, I've been experimenting with other sounds, so sorry if it sounds kind of like shit. Crap, I think I fucked up somehow. Nice. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna get going here. I gotta do some yard work. I gotta take care of some frogs. Yeah. Oh my god. And just relax and feel good. So yeah, take care, guys. Have a good weekend. I'll make a video maybe later tomorrow or something. Yep. The new Halo show sucks. Watch it if you want to laugh, I guess. And I'll make fun of it later, even some more, because it's fun. All right. See ya.